freshly baked bread. So like every morning apparently there is a little bakery car that comes along, and just in the back they have like croissants and baguettes.
He's coming behind you.
And so I just brought some freshly baked bread and some croissants. Welcome to France. Yummy!
And so, we made it back to France. This time around, our plan was to do as much as we could of the French Atlantic coast before moving on to Portugal. However, we didn't really stick to that plan. Subscribe, like this video, and stick around to the end to see where we ended up.
So we're now in France. We haven't done much filming lately, mostly due to that we've been driving a lot. We drove from Denmark down through Germany into the Netherlands, over into Belgium, and then into France. We didn't really stop in neither the Netherlands or Belgium. It was really easy crossing the borders though, no problems at all. We didn't even get stopped or pulled over. There were no checkpoints in place. But we're at least in France now. The weather is sort of the same as in Denmark, and it's been raining this past few days anyway, but now the sun is up and we're at this really cool place called Mont Saint-Michel or something. I'll put the name here because I can't really pronounce it anyway. So we're gonna I've rigged the bikes, so we're gonna take those out to this castle. It's on an island, which is pretty cool. We'll check that out.
Le Mont Saint-Michel is a tidal island in Normandy, France, approximately 1 kilometer from the mainland. This magical island is topped by an almost gravity-defying medieval monastery, the Mont Saint-Michel, and is counted as one of France's most stunning sights. For centuries, it has been one of Europe's major pilgrimage destinations, and the Holy Island is now also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, as well as its breathtaking bay.
Masks on, bikes parked, ready to explore this cool place. There's probably water here during high tide.
Yeah, it would be. Halfway up, and there's like all of these little narrow steps and little alleys, and we still have the cathedral just up there behind us, but like the views are pretty cool. And I can just imagine when there's high tide that it would be pretty awesome as well.
Place.
Yeah, really cool. It's like a whole little city built up just out here on this little mountain. very impressive and super cool. And I also wonder, or it makes me wonder how old this place is when they actually built this from the beginning. Pretty cool to imagine.
This way is probably the best option in this maze.
Yeah, yeah. So we're wandering around in here, and there's like new little staircases and new alleys everywhere, and there's no really direction or any street names. So
Manne wants to pee all the time.
yeah, he wants to pee all the time, so we need to just make our way into some more secluded areas. But it's a good way as any to explore. So we've just crossed the River Seine, and I gotta say, like, they do have pretty cool bridges in this country.
For sure.
Hello. Ska du komma in? The 1st of October today. I think you can definitely say that autumn has reached France as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think right now this morning we're experiencing some a little bit of a window in the weather because the sun is out and it's quite nice actually. So Henry's had a look at the weather report for the coming couple of days.
It doesn't look good.
No.
It's gonna be heavy winds and a lot of rain.
Yeah.
So we're gonna actually have to move from this spot where we found yesterday, which we thought was nice.
Yeah, and also we immediately said that, oh, this is a good spot for spending an extra couple of days. But when we said that, we obviously hadn't had a look at the weather report. Yeah, we just thought that we might take the opportunity this morning and have a bit of a outing. There's a little nice forest here that we thought that we might just go and explore, because for the next couple of days we expect to spend a lot of time indoors. We're just a little bit undecisive with what we're gonna do next. So this morning and this afternoon is supposed to be like this. I reckon it's about 15-18 degrees, sunshine, and quite okay winds. But the weather forecast says heavy winds for about a week to come, and that means that we can't really park up so close to the ocean because the winds are usually more heavy when you're along the coast. And like our first plan was to just play France by however we wanted, really. We just thought that if we find a good spot, we'll stick around for a couple of days and then motor on. Now we feel like we want to continue a lot further down south to catch some better weather, but we also started to discuss that maybe we should also try a name for the Mediterranean side or coast of France. So we're just thinking about pros and cons and what to do, and yeah, we're all in all, what I'm trying to say is that we are a little bit undecisive at the moment.
In the end, we did decide to give up on our original plan of traveling the French Atlantic coast to end up in Portugal. Instead, we hit the road again, back to the Mediterranean.
We have another couple of hours on the roads in us already today. It's 2 p.m. and we've been on the road basically since 8 o'clock this morning, but we thought that we might just power through and do like one big driving day instead of several small ones. Once we decided that we were gonna go back to the Mediterranean, we just wanted to get there as soon as possible.
And the weather is a lot better here this week.
A lot better this week.
So we'll see either rainstorm or good weather-ish to choose from. So.
Yeah, and like, to be honest, we always knew that the weather was going to be better in the Mediterranean, but we also wanted to see the Atlantic coast, and now we've seen at least a few bits and pieces of it. But the boys, Zeke is sleeping, Manne is doing his little train game on the iPad, and yeah, me and Henrik are just sitting here. Or I'm just sitting here. Henrik's driving, obviously. But it's a really beautiful road, and you are starting to get a few glimpses of the Pyrenees just up here that we're driving by. So another hour to go, and then we should see some glimpses of ocean again.
Should.
Welcome back to Le Cat and the Mediterranean. This is one of the places we stayed in during February, late February, early March, when we were lost in France, and it's still like one of our favorite spots from the whole trip, honestly, because you know, we have these views and it's just really easy to go outside. And this time around we are going to do some more exploring of the area, because now we have the bikes and it just makes it a little bit easier for us to get around. Just looking up here now, because I am just off to the beach to meet up with the boys. Pretty good spot, hey?
Very good spot. Finally, some good weather. We are at the beach. It's not warm enough to take GoPro's wind though.
Not really. I wouldn't count.
You need a wetsuit for that.